All right, Chapter 12, Money, Growth, and Inflation. Just a little bit about this chapter. It's a really simple chapter to understand if you understand this core concept. The core concept here is that printing money in the long term only affects inflation in your economy. It will not change any of your real variables like real GDP, the unemployment rate. So the idea here is that money is neutral on any of the real variables. It just changes dollar figures. Now think about why this has to be true in the long run. If this wasn't true, let's say printing money affected something like real GDP. The more money you could print, if that increased real GDP, then you could just print your way to prosperity, right? We can print an infinite amount of money, and therefore we could have an infinite amount of goods and services. You have to look at what actually makes stuff in the real economy in the long run, and that comes from the productivity chapter. Things like natural resources, physical capital like machinery, knowledge, human capital, technology. That's what actually creates goods and services. It's not pieces of paper or money. So this theory is believed by most economists today to be true in the long term, once prices have enough time to adjust. This is sometimes referred to the classical theory of money. And at one time, economists believed this was true in all time periods, short run time period, long run time period. But after the Great Depression, or a little bit during the Great Depression, a lot of economists started to think, well, maybe this theory of money isn't quite true in the short term. So all the assumptions that are made in this theory require time for prices to adjust, but the main idea is that money is neutral on any of your real variables like real GDP, unemployment rate, relative pricing, and only if you print money will only cause inflation. So a little framing for the chapter.